I'm gone. When the members on and get it going, Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, nah, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody...
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Here we go.
First play's a run with Nwangu. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow will throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
11, 11.
To try again after the sack. Burrow. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
11 MT. 11 MT, paint. 11 MT, paint. 11.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Burrow. Drops this off with Nwangu. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Dolphins at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. Yeah, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
This defense for the Vikings, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And Burrow going to throw again. can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point forthcoming. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Fake, and it's Tannehill. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Tannehill. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play would be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11 MT, 11 MT, 11, 11, 11.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. 1st down. Here's Burrow. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. On second down, here's Nwangu. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
Now Burrow. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
To throw on second and 10. Tannehill. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play. And he could not pull it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and it has him staring at a third and 10. Now Tannehill. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's Mostert. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now. In motion left, the tight end. Again, it's Mostert. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Here we go, here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow flush to his right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Burrow looking to pass. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off play action, Tannehill. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Throwing again is Tannehill. He'll hit Mostert again here. Room here to run. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Tannehill. Touchdown, Vikings. Raheem Mostert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings have moved out in front. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
11.
Now it's Burrow. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
11. 11 MT, tape. 11 MT, tape. 11. 12.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man, Thornton. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
11 MT, tape. 11 MT, tape. 11 Thomas.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the 1st half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
They should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Here we go.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Go. 11.
After the sack on 1st down, Burrow, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on 4th down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people off blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. Looking deep downfield. Tannehill intercepted again. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Burrow from his own end zone. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
11, MT. 11.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. There he goes, left side. 20. He will score. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now the touchback's coming back to the 25 instead of the 20. When guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this out to the 25.
On 1, right?
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. They'll get this to Nwangu. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Burrow will throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
11-90.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
Now it's Burrow. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
12. 11, Thomas.
To try again after the sack. Burrow. And he's going to go down again. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
Here we go.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
11 MT.
Here's Burrow. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Get set. Eleven. 12.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And this one is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
On 1, ready?
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. He misses yet again. And the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. That's caught by Howard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyquan Thornton from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. The extra point up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Marquise Brown on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And he'll just get rid of it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Quick.
Back to throw, Tannehill. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. Play action. It's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, Tannehill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. Up the middle they go with Mostert. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. He's got some room to operate. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
11, mighty.
Burrow will throw. He's going to take another shot here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Burrow looking to pass. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
A loss of 10 yards.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Here's Tannehill. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll run with Mostert. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Vikings have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On 1, ready?
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Thomas. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Throwing now, Tannehill. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Second down and goal. Tannehill to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. From the 36, Burrow. Right side, Thornton with it. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Tannehill going to throw it. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there's a college football.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower. I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Here we go.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because...
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as